The Nashers have stolen a crown of Neverwinter from the vault, but we still have a chance to recover it. We just need to catch the two thieves who escaped and trace where the Nashers are hiding the crown. We know that one of the thieves, a sly rogue called Ray, uses a ruined building near the Driftwood Tavern as their hideout. The Nashers will flee if they see me or my squad approach, but you might be able to corner her and find out if Honor still has the crown.
Greetings. Is there something you wish to discuss? I will help however I can. I am Serena, emissary of the Dragonborn forces here in Neverwinter. No, that would be General Barash. But Barash's focus must be on military matters, on what missions to send the soldiers out to accomplish. He does not have much time for politics, so my task is to speak with the leaders of Neverwinter on his behalf for more mundane matters, and to advise him on how to navigate the politics here. We were concerned before we arrived, but it seems that your Lord Neverember and his allies have been glad for our help. Of course, it is natural that they do not entirely trust us, but the Dragonborn are an honorable people, and our word carries more weight than that of many others.
Well met. Hello there. Are you interested in a battle of wits? I'm apprenticed to a rather powerful and eccentric wizard. My master has hidden a number of scrying orbs throughout the Sword Coast. When activated, the orbs give the user a bird's eye view of the surrounding area. I've already located the orbs in Protector's Enclave, but I could use help locating the others. Please visit the orbs in Protector's Enclave to familiarize yourself with them. Keep your eyes peeled for any other orbs you may come across in your travels.
Protector's Enclave is the highly taxed police state of Lord Neverember. Beyond Protector's Enclave, many monsters roam in the city of Neverwinter. This region of Neverwinter has been rebuilt. Lord Neverember as a Lord Protector rules this city from the renovated Hall of Justice, the old Temple of Tyr. This area lies in the westmost part of city. Thus it was protected from the volcanic eruption which largely affected the eastern part of city, causing the chasm to appear. The region consists of many nobles who did not leave the Neverwinter city even during Cataclysm. However, open opposition to Lord Neverember, as much as calling him Lord Pretender, is not possible due to tight grip of General Sabine's Mintarn mercenaries.
The Lich Zulkirs have brought ruin to Thay. It is time for them to be removed.
There is no time for small talk.
The soft faction of Sons of Alagonder, the Grey Cloaks, works subtly in this region. Their base of operations is a secret meeting place somewhere in Driftwood Tavern. This region is under strict control of General Sabine, who commands the Mintarn mercenaries. Administrative duties are handled by a dwarf mayor, Saman Galt. The lion sign of Neverember is a recurring theme in the Enclave. However, his coat of arms from Waterdeep is never displayed in this region in order to win the trust of citizens of Neverwinter. Because of the trade from Waterdeep, the market of the Protector's Enclave is one of the best.
Well met, hero of Neverwinter. Ah, the hero of Neverwinter has arrived. It is good to finally meet you. I look forward to fighting side by side with you against the Cult of the Dragon. The evil chromatic dragons are our mortal enemies. When word reached us of the Cult of the Dragon's activities, we decided to lend our aid against them. Our priests also believe that there may be another threat. Yes, the signs are vague and cryptic, but our priests are in agreement that some great calamity approaches. We are here to discover its nature and to stop it from happening. We have brought a sizable force. Many of our warriors are operating outside of Protector's Enclave, doing what they can to further our mission and to help the people of Neverwinter. It's a fine city you have here. Your people's rebuilding efforts are well done, and many of us have been impressed with your and other heroes' efforts to keep it safe. I suspect that some of my warriors will opt to stay here after our mission is done.
Hall of Justice is a point of interest located in Protector's Enclave. It's the seat of government in the city of Neverwinter. It's also the current residing place for Lord Neverember and a gathering place for Neverwinter nobles. This area is divided into 3 sections: Hall of Justice, East Courtyard, Hall of Justice, West Courtyard and the Hall of Justice. Hall of Justice vaults can be found beneath Hall of Justice. Cryptic Studios, welcome to Neverwinter. The Lord Protector of Neverwinter would like to thank you for helping defend the city against the undead hordes of Valindra's Shadowmantle. May the bards sing of your deeds. As a reward for your heroic efforts, please accept the Neverwinter Welcome Pack. Although you have fought your way to the city, your adventure is just beginning. Just ahead on your adventure, the Tower District, the Neverwinter Guard is recruiting adventurers to help drive back the incursion of orcs from the Many Arrows tribe. Help repel waves of savage orc raiders in the 5-person orc assault skirmish event. Or take on the orc commander Vancy Bloodscar herself in the 5-person cloak tower dungeon and earn rewards like Bloodscar's armor and the boots of the chieftain. Domination player versus player, ready to put your skills to the test. Challenge your friends in battle in the Domination Player vs. Player event to earn rewards like the Smiting Conqueror's Helm or Victor's Boots of Respite. Your quest has just begun. May Timora grant you good fortune. Moonstone Mask is a point of interest located in Protector's Enclave. The land around the inn broke free and started floating in the air after the spell plague struck Neverwinter. Nowadays it is only possible to get there through a portal located near the Tarmalyun auction house.
Neverwinter needs all the help we can get against this siege. The Cult of the Dragon has amassed an army to lay siege upon the city of Neverwinter. They breached one of the outer walls and are now trying to push into the city itself. Meanwhile, their dragon allies terrorize us from the skies. General Sabina has a plan to push them back and ask the city's adventurers for their help. General Sabine can issue a writ of commendation to heroes who make a decisive impact against the Cult of the Dragon. You can turn them into me, or take them to Sergeant Quatala at the Siege Battlefield store to exchange for various rewards. You also collect Dragon Cult insignia by completing tasks in defense of Neverwinter, or even a Medal of Heroism for extreme valor on the battlefield. General Sabine can award a Medal of Heroism to heroes who perform acts of extreme valor against the Cult of the Dragon. Medals can also be earned by donating large amounts of defense supplies. Bring your medals to me, or take them to Sergeant Quatala on the Siege Battlefield to purchase various rewards. You also collect Dragon Cult insignia by completing tasks in defense of Neverwinter, and each day that you aid the city by fighting the cult, you can earn a writ of commendation on the battlefield. Well, other than helping us to spare the city from getting sacked by an army of dragon-worshipping fanatics, the Protector has also authorized special rewards for those heroes who aid the city in this dark hour. These rewards will only be available while the siege persists, so join the battle as soon as you can. The city is being overwhelmed with refugees fleeing the cult army, so the Protector has requested donations of defense supplies from all who are able. I can organize a donation mission for you with the Defense Supply Master at any time. As supplies come in, it will lift the burden on the defense effort. If we can gather enough supplies, it may even open up new rewards for those who aid the city against the cult siege. Go to the siege battlefield, outside the city's southwest wall. You'll find General Sabina there, coordinating the battle. She has a plan to defeat the cult, so return every day to play your part in it. The city of Neverwinter is under siege by the Cult of the Dragon. General Sabine has requested the aid of Neverwinter's adventurers to repel the cult's army. Meet her on the siege battlefield to learn what you can do to help.
The city of Neverwinter, founded in 87 DR, is also known as the City of Skilled Hands and the Jewel of the North. In the words of the famous mage Elminster, Neverwinter is a friendly city of craftsmen, who trade extensively via the great merchants of Waterdeep. Their water clocks and multi-hued lamps can be found throughout the realms. Neverwinter gained its name from the skill of its gardeners, who contrived to keep flowers blooming throughout the months of snow, a practice they continue with pride. However, that is but one explanation of how Neverwinter got its name. Other accounts state that the Neverwinter River, heated by fire elementals beneath nearby Mount Odenau, makes for a perpetually warm climate in the immediate vicinity. Yet another explanation has it that Lord Never, the city's founder, made a stand there against the orcs, after which the place came to be known as Neverwinter. The city withstood the spell plague in 1385 DR. Much of the city was destroyed, however, following the eruption of Mount Odenau in 1451 DR, wherein a great chasm was torn through a part of the city. After some political upheaval, the Red Wizards of Thay took control of the city. Ashmedai were allied with Thay, but became a major power when Silarasam died in 1463 DR. During this time, the Ashmedai ruled unchallenged in the city, and the only surviving bridge, Winged Wyvern, was renamed Hurtgo Alegni. In 1467 DR, Dagult Dagger Neverember, a hard-drinking, eloquent, and impressive lion of a man and open lord of Waterdeep, decided to take control of Neverwinter. He collected Mintarn mercenaries instead of his army from Waterdeep and captured Protector's Enclave. Rather than declaring himself a lord, he instead dubbed himself a protector of Neverwinter and called upon citizens to rebuild the city to its former glory. Today, the Lord Protector manages the affairs of the city alongside his administrative mayor, Saman Galt, a dwarf, and his trusted general Sabine, who commands the Mintarn mercenaries. The story in the game begins somewhere in 1478 DR or 1479 DR. In-game description via character origins. In character creation, Neverwinter is home to a hardy and creative people who have rebuilt their city in the wake of the eruption of Mount Odenau. While still a shadow of its former glory, the city shows why it is called the City of Skilled Hands. You find a note in Honor's backpack. Honor. That adventurer saw us in the vault. We can't stay in the Enclave. I'm going to sell off my share, then I'm heading to Black Lake. We should be safe with Karzov and his Nashers. Got one.
Protector's Enclave needs your help. Gothwin went to Blacklake. That explains a lot. If Gothwin's gone into Blacklake District, that's going to be trouble. Blacklake District is a mess. I'm not just talking about the sludge from the lake. The Nasher rebels are openly defying Lord Neverwinter's rule and are attacking anyone who won't swear loyalty to their leader, Karzov. Meet with Private Hawthorne Falwyn. If Gothwin is still in Blacklake, Hawthorne will know about it.
My whole land is
Watch your step in this district. Blacklake is home only to the desperate and the deranged. Well met. I am Hawthorne Falwyn, private in the service of the city of Neverwinter, soldier in the squad of Sergeant Knox, finder of secrets, and hunter of criminals. I had not heard you were coming, but I look forward to working with you. Last I heard, Sergeant Knox sent you on the trail of one Gothwin Cooper. I have news of his whereabouts, but I fear it's not good. Our best hope for finding Karzov and the stolen crown lies with the Nasher cut-purse Gothwin Cooper, who took part of the theft. I've marked a few of his known haunts on your map. Investigate those areas, and see if you can turn up some clue to where he may be hiding.
Careful. The Nashers don't take kindly to outsiders. Hello there. Are you the one the higher-ups sent to help me clean up this mess? Well, let me fill you in. The situation in Blacklake is bad. These sons of Alagondar have driven off most of the citizenry, but some refuse to leave their homes. The Nashers responded by boarding them up in there, robbing anyone in the street, and setting fire to buildings. The first thing we're going to need to do is rescue any trapped citizens we can find.
Black Lake District. Although the Black Lake District stands largely intact in the wake of the various disasters that laid Neverwinter low, those who inhabit the district have violently resisted Lord Neverember's plans to resettle it. The Nashers, the more violent faction of the anti-Neverember Sons of Alagondar, have claimed the area for themselves, daring Neverember's soldiers and mercenaries to try to take it from them by force. As if the Nashers weren't enough of a problem by themselves, there are rumors that a secret society of devil worshippers operates in the Black Lake District, where they slowly infiltrate the ranks of both the Nashers and Neverember's troops. Reports of kidnappings are common, and in the southern end of the district one can even find diabolic symbols left as graffiti on the walls of the crumbling buildings. There is much to be done if the Black Lake District is to be safe for Neverwinter's civilians once more.
As a Harper representative, I hear many rumors whispered on the wind. We deal in information, and rumors hold the richest potential, so packed with half-truths and sometimes solid reality. Clarifying a rumor is the greatest service one can do in the name of information. Would you want to hear a couple of choice rumors from nearby? The Harpers are an organization that gathers and shares the most precious commodity on the Sword Coast. Information. Some call us a secret society. Don't know about that, though. Seems like everyone knows about the Harpers. You'll find a Harper or one of their authorized representatives in almost all corners of the city. Taverns and inns seem to be a good starting point, as that's where a drink tends to loosen the lips of adventurers. That's where you come in. You see, all of those rumors might contain a nugget of truth. So, we are always seeking adventurers to go forth and verify the numerous tales we hear.
Be prepared to defend yourself beyond this point.
Oh, how's a person supposed to make an honest living in this town? The Nashers claim to be revolutionaries, but they're just another street gang. They steal from the poor, claiming it's to overthrow a tyrant. But all they really want is to line their own pockets. Well, no more. I've still got a little coin, and I'll pay you well to recover some of the things they've stolen from us.
The waterfront is a dangerous place.
You need to be careful beyond this point. This whole area is under Nasher control. Their leader Karzov has them all whipped into a fervor. They've become hostile to all outsiders, and will attack on sight. Our orders are to hold these gates, so this area should be safe. But I strongly recommend you spend some spare coin on healing potions before you go out there.
The Nashers in Black Lake, the violent rebel faction known as the Nashers, have recently claimed all of the Black Lake district as their own territory, preventing Neverember's troops from providing any aid to those trapped inside. Thus far the Nashers have used their superior knowledge of the district's layout to evade, ambush, and confound Neverember's troops, but certainly they must know that they cannot hold out forever. The question remains, then, what do they hope to accomplish? Do they simply see their occupation of Black Lake as a symbolic resistance? Or do they have other plans?
What do you know?
Go with Neverwinter!
Been discovered!
Our cause is just! You can't stop it!
The rebels are everywhere. Watch out for ambushes.
The Nashers are really riled up.
You must die! Leave no witnesses!
Most folks consider the Black Lake a polluted mess, but for an alchemist, it's brimming with possibilities.
Duty and honor. Humankind in Neverwinter has a strong tradition of honor and self-sacrifice. Every citizen is raised with at least a grudging respect for their nobility. In turn, the nobility, at least those members deserving of the term, seeks to better the lives of the citizens. This admittedly flawed caste system has served Neverwinter for hundreds of years. What it lacks in equality, It makes up for uncomfortable predictability.
If you have the time, we might be able to help each other. I've salvaged what I can, but I'm gonna need new samples of Black Lake sludge for me work. The samples must come from specific patches of the sludge, which wouldn't be difficult, except the whole area is swarming with violent rebels. I'm willing to pay you to collect the samples for me.
Black Lake Sludge, the lake for which the Black Lake district was named, still sits in the center of the district. However, it has been utterly polluted by ash and debris from the eruption of Mount Odenau, as well as by filth and rubbish from the vagabonds and vagrants, who make their homes in nearby ruined houses. The lake looks more like a midden pit of thick, black sludge these days than a body of water. Hazel the alchemist, working from nearby the lake, has been studying the sludge. Although her findings were inconclusive, she suspected that the sludge had somehow become composed of something else beyond what she had expected. It had strange, almost magical properties, although where such properties could have come from is a mystery. The Tatters. The Tatters is a point of interest located in the northern section of Black Lake District. The entire area is under Nashers' control, making it a hostile area for outsiders.
Most folks consider the Black Lake a polluted mess, but for an alchemist, it's brimming with possibilities. Excellent! With these samples, I'll finally be able to discover if the sludge is animal, vegetable, mineral, or undead. This will be a huge help to me research. There are some reagents you don't want to use on undead sludge, believe me.
What do you know? How's that person supposed to make an honest living in this town?
Oh, Mater, bless your heart. These meager goods might not seem like much to you, but to the poor of this district, they mean survival, at least for a little while longer.
Careful. The Nashers don't take kindly to outsiders. You've done good work. Never let it be said that Lord Neverwinter cares nothing for the safety of his citizens.
I've been keeping Sergeant Knox apprised of your progress. I believe he's quite impressed so far. The dismissive note, the dead bodies, and the sewer key, they all add up to one thing. Gothwin Cooper has been kidnapped by the infamous Dead Rats gang. Watch your step in this district. Black Lake is home only to the desperate and the deranged.
And then buy or reassign an encounter power.
We aren't the only ones who want Gothwin to reveal the location of Karzov and the Crown. A gang of were-rat thieves, known as the Dead Rats, caught wind of his involvement and kidnapped him. The Nashers abandoned Gothwin to his fate, so if you can rescue him, he will likely tell us everything he knows. The Dead Rat's lair is in the sewers here. I'll mark a known entry on your map, but be careful. Gothwin is no doubt being kept deep within their nest.
Fighter quits while he's ahead.
Stock up on potions before you enter Black Lake.